Okay.
Okay, it is afternoon here in the city of Forest Park. My name is Mr. Msende, and my YouTube channel is called Till the End. This afternoon in the city of Forest Park, I have a Zambian DV winner 2023. I'm going to give him, he does his own introduction so that you people know him. This is a Zambian who won DV Rotary, is a 2023 winner, and I'm very happy to interview him because he's gone all the processes. He's been to the embassy, he's collected his visa, so he's on his way coming here. So I'm going to allow him to do his own introductory part so that you will not say there are Zambians who won DV Rotary. My brother, you can pick it up.
Yeah, how are you, everyone? I would want to greet whosoever is watching me from the last part of this world. My name is Tyson Kek Chanda, also known as TK Chanda. I'm a DV 2023 winner. I played DV in 2021. I'm the first applicant, first winner, meaning I won on the first attempt. Yeah, I think that's a brief introduction I would give to myself.
Okay. Guys, you can just hear from the way our brother says he's a first-time applicant. He just did it once, and the one he was like he was selected.
Yeah, I actually applied on the last day, I would say last hour of application.
That's a very good news to hear. So, my brother, I would like to ask you some questions so that you can help. There would be applicants or those people who are on their way coming here, because they will definitely need this information so that it's going to help them in their processes on how to go about the DV Rotary. So the first question is like, when did you hear about DV Rotary? Or what is DV Rotary? In short, what is DV Rotary? And when did you hear about DV Rotary?
Well, I came to know about DV Rotary, I think, in 2021. I think that was early 2021, I would say in January, when my brother introduced me to it. By then, he advised me to say, you who would love to migrate to United States, there is this program. But for me, I never believed in it because he actually advised me how it all works and the number of people who applied. By that fact, I never had to put much concentration on it, knowing that he has been applying for a long time and he has never been selected. So I thought like it's something which is not really true. It's something which doesn't work out. So by then, I had that chat with him in January, and the DV Rotary is only open in October. And to the worst part is that by the time May came, when the results came for the time I was talking to my brother, he never won. So I was like, this thing doesn't even work. So when October came, the gentleman applied again. And due to that, I never gave him a good recipient where that is concerned. He informed me later about it to say, my guy, the DV Rotary is about to close. So if you would want just to participate, you can participate. It's 100% free. So that's when I lashed into town and did all the vitals which I was supposed to do and applied. And lucky enough, I won. So answering to your question, which you told me about what DV Rotary is, I would say DV Rotary, this is, I think, the program which has been put in place by the American government in order to give chance to countries all over the world to migrate to the United States and become permanent residents.
Wow. That's so inspiring, brother man, and I'm sure people will really watch and pay attention to this video. So now, brother man, you've applied. How long does it take for the result to come out? I know when you applied, I don't know if you put all your eggs in one basket or just applied and then you moved on your daily life. How long does it take for the result to come out?
Well, if you apply in October, result will come out in May.
Okay, that's a period close to 7 months, right? Yeah, 7 months.
Yeah.
So did you pay attention to say, did you kept on say, I just need to win? Besides, you were not even, you didn't even believe that it's real. So for you, I'm sure you went on with your daily life, working and forgetting about DV Rotary.
Yeah, actually what happened is that when I applied, by then I was single. So not putting much faith in this whole process.
Okay.
I knew that maybe nothing good would come out from this application which I did. I was single and I didn't even pay attention. Actually, even when the result came out, I didn't even know that results came out, and I even lost the confirmation number.
Wow.
So yeah, by the time I applied, I was single. But in the process, that was I think October 2021. December I got married.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I
think,
got married in this.
Okay, I think we need that part where you apply as single and then someone comes in your life. I think we need to we'll bring it down. We'll save it for later in this video. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here the results. It took 7 months for that to come out. And when they at what time did you decide to check for the results? Meaning you did not decide to say you didn't even put all your mind to say I have to check for that. At what time did you decide to check for the results when the results came out?
When result came out, my brother called me that very day to say results are out, but had misplaced where I'd put my confirmation number. So I started searching. Searching. It took me, I think, about 2 days in order for me to remember where I'd put it. As I've said in my preamble, I've said that I never paid attention to this whole process. So even taking care of that number, I think it wasn't one of the top priorities to me. Reason being is that I never believed the whole process. But when I saw the confirmation number, I found out that there was a letter which was coming. I didn't know how it looks like, whether you have won or you have lost.
Okay.
So I had to screenshot that same letter and send it to my brother to say, this is what is coming. What is the message? Have I won or have lost? Then my brother was very happy actually than even me myself who won. Was like, my God, you have made it. So I was like, what? You have won the lottery already. So I was like, so I've won. Am I going to be in America by tomorrow if I do all the processes? When a guy was like, no, you're not going to be in America, but there are certain things which you need to follow. But all what I can tell you is that you have won this lottery, which I've been losing for quite some time.
Okay. That's so much inspiring. So now, when you discover that you won, I know there's an aspect of now, what steps did you take to maximize the chances of you getting the visa and coming to America? What step did you take? Because I know people would want to hear the stages and the steps that led you to go for the interviews.
Well, immediately I checked the result that I won. That was the beginning of the journey. Okay. I would tell you, Mr. Msende, that I stopped whatever I used to put much concentration on. It being movies, even school, because I was doing my part-time school. Even school, I stopped paying much attention to school. Even music, I stopped. The only thing which I started doing is now researching what this animal they call Divirotari.
Okay.
Trust me, I almost knew every YouTuber. Okay. Because my brother told me that I won. Now I started believing in the whole process to say this is true. Okay. So by then I started gathering all information. Okay. So when I won, I think on the 16th, I submitted a form which is called a DS260.
Okay.
Yeah, I submitted that form, and in that form I added my wife, because by the time I was applying, I was single. But the time I won, I was married. So I had to add my wife to that form called DS260.
Okay, maybe to add a question on what you've just given us, you've told us about the DS260. What is the DS260? I know people want to know, what is this document that comes after someone winning? What is the DS260, brother man?
Okay, well, maybe for layman's language, I would want to refer a DS260 to more like a form.
Okay.
Yeah, a DS260, it's just a form which is given to you to put all your information about yourself, your children, and your wife. Okay. Then that form you need to submit it to the United States Kentucky Consular Center. Once you submit it to them, then we are going to know everything about you. So layman's language, a DS260 is just a form.
Okay. So in short, guys, you've heard this is a document where you input all your life credentials, school credentials, and all your life and all the people that you'd want to come with here. This information is put in that form and then it's sent via email. I know, is it a soft copy that you have to print, or is you just input the information and then you send it via email, right?
Yeah. So you go to their website, the American website. Then there is a page where you need to follow a link for the DS260. You open it, you update it with your all information about your life, then you even submit it.
Okay, thank you. So now after submitting, do I call them to say I've submitted the form, or they'll get back to me after they've worked on what I put in the GS260? What was this? What took place after submitting the GS260?
When you submit your GS260, so you don't need to call them because there are a number of applicants who makes those applications. Now imagine all those applicants, I would say maybe 150,000 applicants calling them. I think it can be a tedious process, but you don't need to call them. Immediately to submit your GS260, now you need to start waiting. Because in the letter which comes that you have won, there is a number which is shown there as a case number.
Okay.
So my case number was about 46,000. Okay. So now I started waiting to be current in order for me to go for interviews.
Okay. So now after submitting, you waited, and what happened after waiting? Did they send you an email to say they have to schedule for an interview, or what happened from there?
Well, that is quite a long process, but I can make it short. Okay. When I submitted my GS260, remember I said earlier on that I added my wife to the application. Okay. I started waiting. I think I submitted my GS260 on the 16th of, I submitted my GS260 on the 16th of May, and started waiting from May 2022 until February 2023. That's when I received the second notification letter. So you would look like from May 2022, I submitted my DS260. February 2023, that's when I received my second notification letter. So when I got married, I had to add my wife to the application. Prior to waiting, prior to waiting, my wife on the way, she was expecting.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was going for interview on the 21st of April.
Okay.
That's the time I was going for interview, and my wife was due for delivery in the very month of April, but we didn't know which date was. But to the surprise, yes,
so
sir?
This letter that these guys sent you, it had the date when you should go for the interviews?
Yes, it had the date, and the date was 21st April.
Is there any that have to take place before you go for the interviews? What you just waited for after they schedule you for an interview, you just waited for that, or there's something that has to take place in between your time going for the interviews and the time that you have to wait? Is there anything that takes place in between?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Number one thing which takes place is that I would break down this. Number one thing which takes place is that you need now to start preparing yourself where finances are concerned.
Okay.
You also need to start preparing yourself where documentations are concerned, the documentation which we might ask you at the embassy.
Okay.
Number three, you also need to start preparing yourself where putting certain documentation in order, because immediately you submit your DS260, once you have prepared your finances and the like, and immediately you receive a second notification letter, you need to go for medicals.
Okay.
In Zambia, you go to Lusaka Trust Hospital. It's the only hospital which is allowed for you to attend your medicals by the American embassy. Okay. And you also need to do your police clearance report, which are the fingerprints which you need to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've just told us you got married in the process. Is there any document that the American embassy value to say when this person, when he applied, he was single, this document will make us believe to say this man is actually a married man? But sometimes people would marry just for the purpose of them coming together to the USA. Is there any document that shows that this is a legal marriage that you have to have when going for the interview?
Yes. So the document which we actually submitted was number one, it was a marriage certificate.
Okay.
And we had to gather all the evidence with me and my wife to prove our marriage.
Okay.
The evidence which we actually gathered are the photos which we knew each other way back.
Okay.
Our photos of the wedding, photos of us being at family functions. Okay. Even some documents where some properties which we have acquired together in our names.
Okay.
Yeah, we had put them there.
Okay.
And we had also put the bank statement, because we had opened the bank statement way before we could even apply for DV lottery. So it was also part of the process.
Okay. Okay. You just thought I'd say your wife was expecting she was expectant, and then what was the date for the interview? We want to find out if the wife had to deliver before going for the interview. You had to wait for them. You had to go for the interviews before she delivered. At what was the date we were supposed to go for the interview?
The date we were going for the interview was 21st April. So what happened was my wife went into labor on the 19th of April.
Wow.
So you can see 19th of April. It was just I would say it was just a day in between in order for us to go for interviews.
Okay.
So yeah, when my wife went into labor, I actually had to realize with myself to say I think we won't be able to make it for the interview. Okay. So 19th of April, around I think 23 hours, that's when I took her to the hospital. The time at the hospital, I had to realize to say I need to get in touch with the embassy because I think we're not going to make it.
Okay.
So I wrote an email to the embassy. Unfortunate part, there was no response which came. So yeah, so that had to put me in a worry state. Reason being is that I never got any feedback, and those people could have been waiting for us on the 21st April. Okay. But to how God is, my wife had to deliver on the 20th of April, and she was discharged at around 13 hours.
Just a day before the day for the interview. That's a very inspiring story, brother man. Okay, so now, what did you do in order to? Did you just set to go for the interviews, or the embassy responded to say you can come, or what? What happened there? Because people would want to know. There could be someone who's in that situation, just like the situation that you had found yourself in.
The embassy never responded. So what I did exactly, upon discharge from the hospital, I went direct into town to process the birth certificate for my child.
Okay.
I did the process. Lucky enough, I was given that birth certificate the same day. And I had to tell my wife to say, my dear, get prepared. Tomorrow we'll be going to the interview. And my wife, I would frank to tell you that I love my wife so much to the extent that she's a fighter. She had to help me. She had to help me in the whole process. Like she was bold and strong enough to carry a 1-day-old baby to the embassy for the interview.
Wow, that's a very inspiring story, man. And then you went for the interview at the embassy with the newborn baby. What happened there, brother, man?
Yeah, when we reached there, everyone was amazed. It was like, wow, you guys, we were like to my wife to say, you are very strong. You are just from delivering yesterday and you are here. So it was just congratulations. So those congratulations actually gave us much hope to say we are going to make it.
Wow.
So upon entering the American embassy, we submitted our birth certificate of our child to a very beautiful and a very good Zambian lady who really helped us with the whole process.
Okay.
Yeah, she got our birth certificate for our child, and she advised us to say, okay, you can just take a seat. You'll be called to the window of the consular. When we went to the consular promised my wife to say, no, your interview is not going to take time.
Okay.
Yeah, we did the biometric scan. We swear if whatever we're going to tell them was the truth. Yeah, and we were just asked 2 questions. Among the questions which we asked about whether it is our first marriage. We were also asked about where we are going in the United States, if we are friends, if we know someone or its friends. We answered that friends. She also asked us about where we are working. We answered, and that was the end of the interview.
So they never asked you anything to do with what you put the DS2. Those are the only questions they asked you.
No, they only asked us the 3 questions.
That the consul was interviewing you. Did you realize that he was interviewing you? Those questions.
We actually didn't realize that she was interviewing us because it was just in the process of congratulating us about the baby, promising my wife that it's not going to take long, telling us to say, okay, you can put your finger here, asking, is this your first marriage? You cannot realize that was an interview. And in the end, we just realized she said, everything is okay. It has been done. Okay. Congratulations, you guys. The interview is done. You just need to now to submit to us the passport for the child and the medicals. That's all.
Wow, hallelujah. I think we need to praise God, man, because you were in a very awkward situation whereby it would have been difficult, but you know where God comes in, he paves all the way. Because I expected the consular to ask you questions about what you had put in the DS-260, but he never asked any of those questions. So now, here's a man who's been told to submit a passport for the child. Did you manage to organize the passport and you went to submit at the embassy?
Well, man, what I had to do, like, that was a Friday. So, a newborn child, how hard it is to get their passport size photo. So that was
the picture.
Yeah, that was a fight, I think, between Saturday to Monday. But lucky enough, we had to take that photo on Sunday.
Okay.
And Monday with my wife, we had to rush into town and do all the process. And lucky enough, the passport again came out the same day.
I think you're a blessed man. All the things that are difficult to obtain, you're obtaining them on the very day. You must be a blessed man, and you must have must have a very good feeling woman, man.
Yeah, went to the embassy, did the medicals for our son, and it also came in good time, and we submitted the documents to the embassy. After 1 week, we were given our visas.
Okay, so now, as I'm talking to you, have the visas, right?
They are home right now.
Blessed man. Okay, so now, brother man, this is the experience that you went through. Could you just tell the people who watch this video and on if DV lottery is real and what they need to do for them to maximize their chances of coming to the USA? What advice can you give to the people out there? Those who had applied, they were never selected. What can you tell them? Because I know most people are depressed. Only 2 weeks ago when results came out and people were not selected. What advice would you give to them out there so that maybe they will feel encouraged to say it is possible if a friend can apply just once and then he got selected? What can you tell them, brother?
Well, the only thing which I would say is this process, we really just need to trust in God. That is number one thing. If you trust in God and leave everything to God, trust me, everything is going to work your way, because whatever thing which we do right now, we just need to wait on God. So my encouragement is that you should not give up. If you have been applying and you have never been selected, you should not give up. You should just keep on applying until you win. For those people who have won, you really need to prepare adequately. You really need to make sure that whatever you put in your application, you're able to prove it. I would also encourage those same people who have won to make sure that they are online watching different type of videos so that we can get to learn about different experiences, because it's through these experiences that we're able to gather knowledge and be able to counterattack any question which can be able to come to us. So this program is very real. DV Lottery, it's very real, guys. You really need to start applying for this program. I'm a victim who thought about this program that it was not real, but to how God works, I was surprised. I won, and right now I've come to understand to say this program is 100% real. So don't even be able to doubt this program. Immediately it's open in October. Make sure you tell your family members, your friends to apply for this program. You might not know that you might be the person who was destined to live the American dream. So number one thing is that never give up and always trust in God.
Okay. Thank you so much, brother man. But how, in case people want to contact you, because right now you've been through the DS-260, you've been all the process that are related until you had to go for the interviews. Where can people find your information? I'm sure, do you have anything like a YouTube channel or a Facebook where you share this information? There could be people who might want that information from you out there. How can they get hold of you?
Well, I have a YouTube channel, though it's not very much active, but I think I'm going to be pushing some content now that I've got some experience. The name of my YouTube channel is Ticket Under the Opportunity Seeker.
Okay. I think we have to share this this link. We'll share the link for YouTube, and so that when people come to my YouTube channel, when they find that information, they should be able to click on the link and hit into your channel. So right now, my brother, when are you getting to the States, and which state are you going? In conclusion, when are you coming to America? Because we are waiting for you. You need to see the land of the free, the land of opportunities, the land where there's milk and honey. This is the United States of America. I'm talking to you live from the USA. Which state are you going to, my brother?
I'm going to Dallas, Texas. Initially, I was supposed to go to Missouri, but I had to change my host and somebody who was sponsored me on my way. So I'm going to Dallas, Texas. And my initial date of travel is in August this year.
Okay, brother man. So, brother man, thank you for according us the time to interview you, and thank you so much for the insightful information that you've given to the people out there. We're looking forward to receiving you in the USA, and brother man, peace be with you. We're looking for more content on your video because people want to watch and get this information as first-hand information. Thank you so much for according us. And maybe you have any conclusion remarks you want to give to the people out there. We really appreciate it. Thank you. You can take it, brother.
No, I would just love to appreciate you for hosting me. I think it's not really easy for to be on a same video with a person of your caliber. I would love to appreciate you so much. And for all the viewers, please, thank you so much for being with us, having this kind of interaction. Please always trust in God in this whole process. Thank you.
Peace be with you, brother man. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
So now I'm going to end the video and